time, there was a dog named Violet. She was playing her favorite game with her giant, raggedy-looking tennis ball. Barking away, she ran out with it. But underneath the ground was a giant colony of prairie dogs. Let's see what they were playing, their favorite game.
Oh no, not again. Get on this way. Come on, you all know how ticklish I am. Yeah, that's why we like to tickle you. Yeah, that's why.
Suddenly, a giant ball fell down their tunnel. Oh, the prairie dogs were freaked out and they were frozen in their tracks with us. Suddenly we heard someone call the dog. Violet! And Violet looked down the hole. And she said, when she realized her ball had disappeared and she heard her master call her again. And she barked off home. Well, the prairie dogs didn't know what it was, and they all yelled, "Help!" And one of them said, "Run!" Molly prairie dog said, and they all started to move, but slowly they crept out, inch by inch, dog by dog. They were curious. And the Luke prairie dog said,
What is it? A thing. A good thing or a bad thing? A strange thing.
a round.
Very strange thing. A very scary thing.
And the Talon prairie dog wondered,
What should we do? Well, don't touch it.
and little Pip, the youngest prairie dog of all, said in a really big voice,
Is it alive?
They were all so scared. Just about then, a big voice boomed and came right down. And she moved downstage near the ball. And the Talon prairie dog said,
Oh no, big bar. More like big mouth.
And the Luke prairie dog told about how mean she was.
She's the meanest dog around. I thought she had cats. Now I'm back, so out of my way. Let me have a look.
But before anyone could move, little Pipsqueak raced past Big Bart, reached out and poked the round thing. She looked for just the right piece to touch. And she found a little piece right there and touched it with her finger. And they all yelled,
No!
But she said, It's
fuzzy.
And then they all went, and covered their eyes. They just couldn't look. A small piece of fuzz was caught in Pip's claw. She looked at it. She turned it. She snipped it. Then she put it on her head.
Look at me.
Well, the prairie dogs didn't listen. They had to have fun. And the Jack the First prairie dog said, I like it. And Talon said,
Me too.
and Dylan said,
I want some.
Isn't it fun?
I love it.
Well, the prairie dogs poked it, stretched it, fluffed it, tugged it, twirled it, spiked it, swirled it. They fuzzied their ears, their heads, their noses. They fuzzied their feet, their tails, their toesies. Big Bart walked right downstage towards the audience. She was beside herself, and she said,
Come here. This is Fred
some prairie dogs got a lot of fuzz. Some got a little fuzz. And they were mad. They were really mad. And finally Luke said, give me that fuzz.
Why? Just because. It's my fuzz. Well, it was. Yes, that fuzz.
Pulling, grabbing, swiping, nabbing, poking, jabbing. It was war. War between the buzzes and the buzz nuts. It was a buzz fight, a buzz feud. And pretty soon the battle raged on dog against dog until no one was left standing. They were pooped out, fizzled, fast asleep. Big Bart was watching, and she took advantage of the whole thing, and she took advantage of their nap. She gathered and gathered and gathered some more, till there wasn't a bit of fuzz anywhere except
upon me.
She struck out up the tunnel, out the hole. Well, slowly, one by one, the prairie dogs began to stir. They sat up. Finally, Jack the Second noticed.
Oh no! Where's the fuzz? I don't know. Where'd it go?
Pip got up and said,
Someone has stolen our fuzz.
and Isabel told everybody.
So up the level we must go.
So up the tunnel they went, out the hole, and when they got to the end of the tunnel, up at the top, there stood Big Bart, covered with fuzz from head to toe. And she explained,
I'm king of the fuzz. Do you hear me now? I'm king of the...
but swoop, the sky went black. They didn't know what had happened.
What happened? Where's Big Bart? Look! The eagle got her.
And Isabel and Dylan said,
No more Big Bart. Yay!
Pip stopped everybody and came down so everyone could see her little self. And said, don't.
Okay, she's one.
But he stopped long enough to give them a warning.
What's that on your hair? Don't be bad at school.
They all stood up and said, oh, no! But then Pip told everybody,
We don't need to fun. But the people around we do need to watch dog with a big Bart. It's the dog!
well, poor Violet was still looking for her ball. She saw little pieces of it scattered around, and suddenly her ball came rolling back. And she looked at the audience and said, because her ball looked quite different, but she didn't care. She just started playing with it again and whooped off stage. The end.